Hey guys and gals, got another one for you today. Today I'm in my Wizard 111 GFT, platoon up with Cup. He's in his Waffle, tier 9, and it's a 7 match on Baja Standard Battle. So I'm looking at the enemy 9s. They got a 75, a Moushin, a Conquer, and a Waffle. So they should be pushing hard. And really, this reskin opens up the middle of the map quite a bit. So you can't really play too aggressively in the middle unless you have good spotters, and majority of the time nobody goes to the middle to spot in this variant because there's too many firing lanes and you don't live very long. So if you get spotted on a ridge in the middle, there's usually a lot of guns pointed at you, a lot of guns that you can't see, so you will get destroyed fairly quickly. So I like to push zero line. The reason I like to push zero line is it's easier to get back to base or flex to the middle. I feel like the 1, 2, 3 is just leaves your gun out of the game. So what I want to do here is kind of protect the zero line to get some crossfires. So we didn't have a lot of people go to the zero line, so I don't want to trade my tank for the team, especially in this matchup. Cup went to B4. He's up on the mountain. You can get really good shots through the middle, like I talked about before. And our scout was scouting this. However, they have a big push on the 7-8, so he had to back off. And honestly, letting them progress up through that canyon is, to me, a good thing, because if they all push up, we can get crossfires on them and potentially cut them off in a hole where we have the high ground. Alright, so they have a Conquer and an E75 crossing that field. I missed the Conquer. Well, I don't miss him. My shell dips low and breaks his track. And what I'm doing here is keeping my tank exposed so he'll shoot at me, but covering the lower plate so he really can't pen me unless he's got prem ammo in. So I get a tracking shot on him again, but this time I take 750 hit points, and you can see they're starting to push up through this canyon. And we've only lost 2 tanks, so the fact of them pushing up through here is going to be near impossible for them to be able to make this push. Tiger 1 right there, rip his head off, send it flying, and now just back up to reload. This thing's got a long reload. It's got good frontal armor that you can depend on as long as the lower plate's covered. If I had to recommend a tank destroyer line, it would definitely be this one first. The guns are fantastic. The accuracy actually isn't that bad. The aim times are horrendous, but the alpha damage is nice, and they have decent armor. Now, tier 6 and 7 probably play more like Soviet tank destroyers, where you can't really depend on your armor, but you have a good gun. And then once you get into tier 8, 9, and 10, you do get the frontal armor. And by no means are you invincible, because when you start to think that way, that's when people just put on their prem ammo and start penetrating you frontally. So you should always play the game with the mindset that people are just going to put premium ammo on if they don't spam it already. It's just a tactical advantage, so why wouldn't players do it? Alright, so they got a 1375, and I don't really want to turn my gun away, because this fatherland has no one helping him if I do that. So that 1375 can only do limited damage with his clip. And you can see everybody that pushed down to fight them are dead or dying. It's 4-7. Seems like we may lose this now. And this hammer who I thought could take care of this guy just couldn't do it until I turned around and pulled my trigger to kill him, and then hammer stole him from me. Or finally hit him, I guess is a better way to put it. Alright, so T26 E5. I figured he was going to go for my track, so I wouldn't have made that push if I didn't have a repair kit. However, I did, so I repaired it, took him out of the game, and now since I gave up this flank over here, they start to push a little bit, which is actually going to help us out. TVP VTU is too high, so I'm going to let that heavy tank take care of him, but actually Cup finds a shot on him. I do take Tiger P out, and now as I push up here, you can see the scout in G5, and he is going to be getting shots into my side. So I got 5 pens, 3 kills. Cup's been doing some work up on that hill. Now he drops in and kills the Conqueror. That was a one-shot, and now this Crafts Panther's a one-shot. However, if I went to push on him, E75 was going to get a shot into me. So knowing that the Crafts Panther can't kill Cup, I just would let him reload and take care of him. Now we've flipped this over on top of their heads. It's 12-9. And somehow I'm going to fluff that shot. I think I shot his gun, but I'm not 100% sure. Ramming him probably wasn't the smartest thing to do, but I was hoping I could bust his track off. And he turns his tank right at the last second. I probably should have just held on to that shell. There, finally break his track off, so Cup's going to be able to get a nice side shot, and he shot Cup's gun. And really looking at it, they have a motion and a Lycan left. And, you know, super heavy players, you're going to get one of two flavors. You're going to get the flavor of push hard and help your team, and then you're going to get the other flavor of player that blames the mobility for not being in position, not wanting to push because he has to take the damage. And really, if you're going to be in a super heavy, that's what they're designed for, is to take the shells, not necessarily take damage, but definitely you need to take the shells for your teammates. Alright, so now I try to push up far enough to where he can't see my lower plate. So he tries to get a shot into my side, and you can see how dependable this armor is. So I get Cup gets that last kill, and I look to see if we got a brothers, and he's got 6 kills. So we got 9 out of the 15 kills, and we should. I mean, we're big dogs in a 7 match. We definitely should take that down. I'll get to endgame stats here. Maybe. So when you're in a high tier match, you definitely don't want to throw your tank away. You're going to be needed. It's just a fine line of playing real close to the edge of how much you need to push and how many hit points you need to save. It's nice when your low tiers don't just throw the game. They actually want to support you, but you can't always count on that. So jumping into it, 4,700 damage, 4,800 damage, 800 assisted, 2,000 blocked. And really, this isn't even the best game I've had in this tank. This tank is definitely capable of more. But I did get a high caliber, an ace tanker, a BIA. And you see me and Cup did 9,000 damage for our team with 9 kills. And I think what essentially got the ace tanker was my 7 medals that I got. That's really all I got for you guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.